What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this really quickly, guys. I want to talk about Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford in the A side, B side conversation that's going on right now. Now, Errol Spence did a interview. I think it was with The Athletic, if I'm not mistaken, where he said that in a fight with him and Terence Crawford, he should be considered the A side and that he would like to see a 60-40 split, with of course 60% of the revenue coming to him and 40% going to Terence Crawford. Now, Terence Crawford, of course, didn't like that, and he thought that he should be the A side with the same split, 60-40, but coming to him instead of Errol Spence. Now, I wanted to touch on each fighter, what they bring to the table to support their argument for being the A side, and a dream fight between these two, because we don't know if we're ever going to really get that fight. So I'm just calling it a dream fight. Now, let's start off with Errol Spence. What Errol Spence brings to the table. Okay, so back in 2017, we know Errol Spence went over to the UK and captured the IBF title from Kell Brook, who was the champion at the time. Became the IBF welterweight champion. He headlined a pay-per-view with Mikey I See Something Garcia. The pay-per-view did pretty well, especially for the times that we're living in. Beat the brakes off of Mikey I See Something Garcia for 12 rounds. He pretty much battered him the whole fight. So we had that. Then he went on to headline another pay-per-view last year with Sean Porter to unify the WBC title. He captured the WBC title from Sean Porter in a hell of a fight. I gotta say, Sean Porter did a great job in that fight, but of course, Errol came out on top in that fight. So Errol Spence brings a lot to the table, and he's been making a lot of revenue when it comes to pay-per-view, putting butts in the seats. Now, let's talk about Terence Crawford, what he brings to the table. Terence Crawford had major success at 130 pounds, 135, and of course he was undisputed at 140. So that's major, guys. That's major. He captured all 4 titles at 140. Then of course he moved up to 147. He captured the WBO welterweight title from Jeff Horn, who fought Manny Pacquiao, who won against Manny Pacquiao over in Australia to become the WBO champion. So he has that under his belt. He's also considered the pound for pound king when it comes to boxing. He has that under his belt. And he also defeated Kell Brook with a 4th round stoppage, and that was quicker than Errol Spence defeated Kell Brook. So, he has a lot too supporting the argument that he should be the A side. Now, if it was up to me, I would say it was 50-50 between the two. Better yet, how about 40-40, and the winner of the fight gets, the other 20%. I think that would be fair too, because a lot of these guys, both these guys bring a lot to the table. But let's be real here, guys. When it comes to revenue and putting butts in the seat, they're going to give it to Errol Spence Jr. because of the pay-per-view numbers and things of that nature. That's what they're going to look at when they're thinking A side, B side. Even though Terence Crawford has an extensive background and just one of the best I've seen, they're still going to look at the numbers when it comes to revenue. I mean, that's the name of the game. It's a business, and it's all about making money. So I'm seeing, even though I would want it to be 50-50, if this fight ever came to fruition, Errol Spence is definitely going to be the A side in this fight. So That's just the facts, guys. That's just something that you have to deal with. If you're a Terence Crawford fan, you're just gonna have to deal with that. But we don't even know if we're gonna get that fight, so I guess we just have to, wait and see what's gonna happen with these two. Now, I did watch Errol Spence's media day, and I gotta say, your boy's in shape. Excellent condition. He looked like he was in better shape than he was before the car accident. I can tell he's been taking it really, really seriously. He does have a big fight coming up on December 5th. And like I said, I will be at that fight. And he has a tough opponent, guys. Danny Garcia. I see a lot of people putting the cart before the horse, trying to match make Errol with everybody before he gets through Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia brings a lot to the table, so you can't sleep on him. And from watching Errol Spence at Media Day, he's taking this fight extremely seriously. And he should be, because Danny Garcia is a dangerous fighter. But he looked pretty good. Jab looked pretty strong. So I'm hitting the heavy bag. Excellent footwork. He didn't look like anything was wrong with him due to the car accident. He looked pretty sharp, in my opinion. Now we won't know, like I said, until he actually gets in the ring. And if Danny goes upside his head, then that's when we're really gonna know if the car accident affected him. But just from watching him today at his media workout, your boy looks sharp. So, all right, guys, tell me what you think about the A-side, B-side stuff. Do you see Terence Crawford as the A-side? Do you see Errol Spence Jr. as the A-side? Let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.